the LA Chargers get a really good injury update right ahead of this next preseason game against the Rams. If you're new to the channel, we are Detroit Lions fans, but this is a fully dedicated channel to the Chargers, give you an outsider's look into your team, and it's been fun talking about the Chargers, just seeing things that you guys have done, and real similar to the Lions, kind of how you're building this thing, and it's real interesting. Okay, and at the end, I'll talk about, we're Michigan fans, so that's why I kind of started Jim Harbaugh. So this whole thing, I just at the end, because it's so stupid, the Jim Harbaugh ruling from the NCAA. But here's the good news. Naja Harris is appearing to get closer and closer to coming back. He was with the athletic trainers. He's doing more walkthroughs. He's being back out there. They're taking it slow with him. But I think we've almost forgotten about him, right? We talked about Amarion Hampton, Raheem Sanders, Hassan Haskins. We've talked about all these guys, and I think we're excited about the weapons and everything, but it's like, man, don't forget what we've got here in Naja Harris, who's a young running back. In my mind, he's of old running back. He's just not. I think he's going into his 5th year. He was with the Steelers, who it's just obvious the Steelers were not an explosive, fun offense. It's almost like if he can get into this offense, he can really do something. Really, there could be a higher ceiling than we realize, and I think that is the key to this whole thing. Is like let's see what he can do. All for that. So to see him come back, it's like, oh yeah, him, Amarion Hampton, Trey Harris on the outside, Keandre Lambert-Smith, Oronde Gadsden. You start putting all these pieces together. It's like we actually got some pieces here, and he's a big part of it. And we gotta get him back out there. So to see that he's trending and he should be ready for week 1. That's the update that we've been looking for, because this thing was more serious than I think we thought. It's like, oh man, he had a fireworks injury. It's crazy. It's like, oh no, he's out. He's been out since July 4th, right? That's when it happened. It's like, oh, he'll be back for training camp. It's like, dude, he has not been back. So this was more serious than we thought, but it should be good. Should be trending in the right way. Another thing that I think's really interesting is going into this preseason game, there's a few things, right? You got Justin Herbert that you want to be watching for, see what he does, just because you never see him in actual preseason games. So it's worth tuning in just to see, right? And I love it. I put a video out talking about how I think it's great to get starters in preseason games. I used to be way against it. Like, why? Don't even bother. However, I've changed my tune on that. I think you can absolutely play, get some reps, get a feel a little bit without putting your quarterback in any sort of danger, right? Come on. You're not going to be running read options. You're going to hand it off a couple times, quick out, quick little dump off. I mean, right? Like, let's just get out there and kind of get the feel of the game, the stadium. I think there's nothing wrong with that at all. And so Justin Herbert's worth tuning in for that. Trey Pipkins, of course, right? That's going to be one we just got to see. Joe Alt switch sides. So there's going to be some kinks for sure. And I think this is why it's great that they're playing, because there's going to be kinks in how the operation works, and it's play a couple series. I love that. And then the other one is Benjamin St. Juste. I never know if I'm saying his name right, but he was added as a free agent. He's 27 years old. He had a rough go at it with the Commanders before he came here. He's 6'3", 200, and has surged in recent training camp practices. So you see him in the thumbnail where it's like, okay, go back. Because, again, he's been around the league. He's kind of in that veteran status where it's like, all right, dude, need you. We weren't even really counting on you. We were counting on our 5th-round picks from last year and hoping they develop. But you're a guy that I'm going to keep my eye on for this game. Like, let's go. Other one is the Chargers made a couple more moves. They officially put Mike Williams on the retired IR. It's not an IR list, but basically they made moves to get rid of Des Fitzpatrick, Mike Williams. There's like 4 guys they got rid of. So there's 4 open roster spots, if I'm seeing this correctly, which means they're going to go through this preseason game, probably add some more people. So it's something to keep an eye on as well. And then the last practice before this was a couple things. Let me go back to it. Talking about our guy, St. Juiced here. This was the last practice before they get ready for the preseason game. Pass breakup, tackle for loss. He is in the starting cornerback rotation that also features Dante Jackson, Tareeb Still, and Cam Hart. There we go. So keep an eye on that one as well. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't. It's nothing but Chargers. A little quick hitter video for you. Get that preseason game going and see what happens out of that. We'll definitely talk about that. So let me know your thoughts, and we'll see all of you on the next one.